my drinking buddies. Today we're going to be making a pineapple upside down cake shot. So we're going to begin with 1 full ounce of pineapple rum. Pineapple rum. All right, my drinking buddies, pineapple rum. We want to make this homemade so it'll taste really nice. So in our mason jar, we have 5 slices of pineapple. We're going to do 1 part pineapple juice and 3 parts silver rum. Silver rum? White rum. Why'd they say silver? I'm thinking it's tequila. I'm gonna pour this right on in. Seal it up. We'll put this in our pantry. Shake it up once a day if desired, not necessary. Put it in our pantry and we can enjoy this in about a week. I already made some and put it in this really cool antique bottle. So we have this to make our cocktail. 1 full ounce of pineapple rum. Pineapple rum. And then we're going to sweeten this drink up. Brown sugar simple syrup, equal parts brown sugar and water. All right, we now have a 2-ounce shot. I'm going to place it on top of another glass and capture it on the inside of our preferred glass for making this cocktail. And we're going to carefully flip it. All right, as you can see now, we have our pineapple upside down. Next up is 1 ounce of spiced rum. I'm gonna pour that right on top. We're gonna do 1 ounce of pineapple juice. I know for most other citrus, I like to do fresh, but I think bottled pineapple juice tastes just fine. And then we're going to top this with some seltzer. I'm using lime. You could use lemon. You could use pineapple. You could actually use White Claw for this or Truly, but I wanted to make it a little lighter, seeing as how it is a shot. And we're going to fill it till it is above the shot glass, and we have our shot glass submerged in the bottom. Pineapple upside down cake shot. Now, I believe you could enjoy this as a cocktail if you were to just simply pull the shot glass up. It would mix together nicely and it would taste rather good too. But this particular beverage happens to be a bomber, so we're going to go ahead and chug this thing right down. Cheers. So, tasting notes. Boy, does that taste like pineapple upside down cake. At first, you just get the seltzer flavor, but the more you drink, the more the pineapple and the spice from the spiced rum come through. And then once the shot glass starts to mix with everything, that really sweet flavor and the more pineapple comes through. Pineapple upside down cake shot. Give it a try. Greetings, my drinking buddies. Today I got something really special for you. I'm going to show you how to make Italian beef poor boys. We'll also have time for a cocktail too. But the first step when making Italian beef poor boys is to get your crock pot ready and put in about half a chopped onion in the bottom. Then we are going to take our roast. I'm using about 1.5 pound roast, and I'm gonna brown both sides and then put it in the crock pot. Now, if you want to double this recipe and do a 3-pound roast, that is perfectly fine. Just double the measurements of what I'm giving you. Next, we're going to do about half a teaspoon of each of the following: garlic salt, pepper, parsley, oregano, That one doesn't like to come out. Thyme. Onion powder. And bay leaves. This one's really important. Italian dressing mix. We're going to do about half of this envelope. If you were doing a 3-pound roast, you would just dump the whole thing in there. But since we're doing a 1.5 pound, we're only going to do about half. That's where it's going to get a lot of its flavor from. We're going to do a little bit of olive oil. About a tablespoon. And we're going to take some of these banana peppers or pepperoncinis, and we're going to pour in about a quarter of the liquid from the pepperoncinis, about a quarter cup of the liquid from the pepperoncinis, and then we're going to put a bunch of the pepperoncinis in. I'm going to say about half the jar. Let's say about a quarter of the jar. I would do half of the jar if we were doing a 3-pound roast. All right. So about a quarter of the jar of the pepperoncinis. And then beef broth. I have a 4-cup thing here. I'm just going to fill to above the roast. Now, if I was doing a 3-pound roast, I would use the whole container. For this, I'm using about 3/4 of the container, just filling to above the beef line. But the juices are going to be really important, and you'll find out why here in a minute. All right, well, let's give this Italian beef poor boy a try. Oh yeah. The flavor is just so good on these. And you have to dip your buns. That is going to be one of the things you're going to need to do when you are enjoying a Italian beef sandwich like this. You got to dip the bun in the gravy, broth, whatever you want to call it, because the bun picks up so much wonderful flavor from that. It's you know, the grease that comes off of the roast on top of the, you know, all of that beef broth gives it this like little bit of oily texture that you wouldn't normally have in a beef broth. That's not in a bad way. I'm not saying that in a bad way. And the beef is loaded with flavor. The provolone cheese is the perfect cheese for this sandwich. And those pepperoncinis are really nice on here too. Give it a nice crunch. Italian beef poor boy. I recommend you try this recipe at home. Thank you for watching. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe.